Hi friends, welcome to your quick weekly reading. Every week you can join me here on Monday and you'll get a very quick reading on what this week will look like. Now before we start, I had bought a small deck, I think this is 2 years ago, and I haven't been able to use it. And today, while I was about to do this, I heard this is when I'm supposed to use it, because I'm not supposed to use it on my own. I'm supposed to use it together. So here's what I need you to do. I want you to think of a question. I'm going to let you think about that while I shuffle our cards. And at the end, we are going to use this deck to answer that question. Now, I do keep hearing that this is actually a more yes/no kind of question versus our tarot reading is not that. This is just a week reading. This is kind of a yes/no question. It'll be interesting. So think of your question. I'm going to start shuffling and then we'll begin our reading. For those of you who don't know me, I am Irene. I have been a tarot reader and much, much more, psychic medium, Reiki master, blah, 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 for many, many, many years. I have been doing this since I was a child, and I'm so grateful to have learned from amazing, amazing beings and have such an amazing team with me, as I know your team is here with you as well. Your spirit team is what I'm talking about. If you have listened, I have a monthly podcast that I dive into a whole month reading. It's quick and short. It's 5 minutes. You can find it on any podcast venue such as Spotify or Apple Podcasts. It's under the name Into the Mystical Tarot. And they're telling me it's time. Let's go for this. Let's see what this week has in store for us. So we are going to start off with, Four of Cups. This is great. They're telling me don't stop. I'm supposed to land 2 more cards. This is great. So Four of Cups is such an interesting thing. I should tell you all that my descriptions of cards are very different from what you might read in the books because it comes from my personal lineage, and I have learned from my grandmother, my mother, and their interpretations were very different. One thing you should know about me, I do not read upside down cards. Doesn't matter why in this moment, but I am to tell you there's more. In fact, before I even start, they're saying to pull a couple more cards. So we're going to start off with the Four of Cups, which leads us into the King of Wands and Judgment. Four of Cups is this place of wait, because the thing that's meant for you is coming and there's no worry, there's no concern. You also don't need to ask for that cup if you're not ready for it. So what does this look like in life? Well, it could be anything. It could be a relationship. It could be what you're doing in your work. It could be what you're doing in your job. It can be what you're doing in your relationships. It's knowing that what is there is perfectly great and the next thing will be there. That fourth cup will come to you. Now, it's easy to start judging and feeling like you need to be doing something because sometimes this is a little bit of a waiting game, but we need you to be standing strong. The King of Wands is that. It's this spark that goes in. It's not time to move yet until you are ready to go from there. 7 of Coins and 5 of Swords. This is so interesting to me because the 7 of Coins is all about looking at everything you have done up to this point. The 5 of Swords, I tend to call my mini devil because it's those little parts of us that start doubting, it starts thinking that, oh my God, I'm doing this wrong, or it starts to do patterns that you haven't done in a long time. It's a very interesting little mini devil that comes in. So what I keep hearing is that this is where we are. We're in this Four of Cups place where the fourth cup is there. Maybe we want it, maybe we don't. Maybe it hasn't quite arrived yet. But while we're in this waiting moment, let's let go of that judgment. Instead, let's focus on what are the things that are showing up in our moment of wait. Are they things that we can let go? The way to go about that is to look at how far you've come already and to stand by that truth. Allow that moment to come and spark you. We have 1 more card to come up. So this week, it's all about balance. How can we balance those 2 things out? And you can kind of see, not that there's a good or bad, but this side is a little heavier. It's the part of our brain that really wants to take over. We've got judgment. We got our mini devil, and it wants to take us off to the side and sit in where we think we are not good enough, we are bad, we are whatever your words are. This is that. The balance here is to come here. If this is happening, it's natural. You're human. it makes sense. You will never be free of everything because, again, we have brains, we have egos, and we live in this world where we are seeing things that we're supposed to be doing, supposed to be having, supposed to look like, supposed to love and live. It's hard not to compare and feel this. So balance it out with this. Keep looking at everything that you've already done and have already accomplished in this life. Truly, there's been so much. And in this week, look and see where there are sparks. Look and see where there are brilliant moments. And it can literally be a moment that lasts 5 seconds, a moment that lasts days. But it is there. So balance that out. It's a very interesting week. It's a, the brain is working kind of week. So let's see if we can kind of sit with it and bring it back together. Okay, moment of the question. So I hope you've all been thinking. So take another moment, refresh yourself with the question that you have. Like I said, this is a brand new deck, so I can't even bend it right now. Look at this. Brand new. I'm so excited. I'm so excited that I'm being told to use. So here we go. Oh, nope, they're telling me a couple more shuffles. All right, couple more shuffles, y'all. Take a deep breath while I'm doing this. Let it out. Beautiful, beautiful. One more time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Yes. Okay, great. All right. What our spirit guides are saying to the question we have. Realign and call it in. Wow. For even my question, this is amazing. This can mean so many things. I keep hearing this energy in our bodies are out, and I'm hearing and seeing energies coming back into one line in your body. Rein it in, stand powerful. That is where you're going to see your answer. I hope that aligns with your question and what you're feeling. If not, just think about this throughout the whole week and what you were asking and see how it shows up for you. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming in and watching and taking a moment. I hope you join me every week because this is going to be fun and very interesting. Also, check out my podcast, Into the Mystical Tarot. And as always, feel free to leave a message. And you can find me on Instagram as Sacred Selenite. That's sacred.selenite on Instagram, where I'm also starting to post things there. Have a great week, and until next time.